Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I was going to show you a problem that I had with the 6040 CNC machine, and most all these little hobby machines, I guess you'd have the same kind of issue. And you know, I'm self-taught and it's hard for me to focus when I'm reading, so I kind of have to just go at it until I ruin something. So let me show you what I got going on. So I make these dog tags. So I have this fixture set up, and I use this special bit. And so this is a spring-loaded engraving bit. This thing's like 50 bucks, and the insert, the replaceable insert, is 25. Well, I've not had to buy the tool itself, but I've had to buy 2 inserts because of a problem that I kind of wasn't aware of. So I put limit switches on the machine, and I thought, hey, it'd be great so I can home the machine and set the fixture up and come in, flip the machine on, and go straight to the fixture. Well, the problem is, without doing modification on the code, it goes way over to this corner here is home. So when I'm doing like 100 of these dog tags, I have G54, G55 set up. So I do 2 of these, and when it finishes, it wants to take off and go over here to home. Well, I want it just to kind of stop in the air, let me load another set of dog tags, hit go again, it zip over and keep going. So I found, I'm kind of sort of going to show you how I crash the machine without crashing it. Alright, so let's say I have a dog tag in here, and we can put this one in. This one's not good. So right now, way over here, the machine was turned on, and I went to MDI and typed G28.1. So way over here is where it thinks it's home. I have not homed the machine with the limit switches. So let's say I want to come over here, and let's say, for instance, I take this thing and I have a hole in here, and this hole is an 1/8 inch hole that is the same size as this engraving bit. And I bring it down and I line it right up there, and I know that my engravings will be dead center on the dog tag. So I come in here, I line this thing up, and I say, alright, that's where it is. I come up to the X, Y, and Z, 0, 0, 0. So I have X, Y, and Z zeroed right now, and let's say this is the bit is actually right over the workpiece. So now if I go ahead and load a program, let's load a dog tag. We will do this bow tie. Alright, so I'm just going to cut air right now. So what's going to happen is this is going to do its thing, and it should shoot back over here where the G28.1 was done. So let's run it and let's see what happens. This is supposed to be 0, so we hit go. Got it set to ignore tool changes. Alright, see that? See, it went way over here. It didn't go right over the top of the part. Now, that can be good if I want to move the machine out of the way so I can get in here and change parts out. I can bring it way over here and set G28.1. The problem is when I shut the machine down and turn it back on, it doesn't know where my X, Y, and Z is zeroed, so I have to come over here every time, move the machine, get it lined up, and 0, 0, 0 to make it do the same thing every time. So then I thought, hey, well, what I'll do is I'll bring this bit down and I'll get it lined up right where I want it, and I'll shut the machine off with the spindle down. That's when I started crashing bits, and I'll show you why. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shut down. I know you can't see this, I only got one camera on a tripod. I'm going to shut down Mach 3. In session, yes. Save fixture, no. Alright. So now I'm going to restart Mach 3. Alright, so from here I think everything's all well. Hit reset. Alright, so we're good. We're good to run stuff. So what I would normally do is I would load the dog tag into the fixture. I would bring the bit down and I would get it right where I want it. I'm going to bring this up here because you're going to see what's going to happen here. So this bit is like right here, right over the tool. So I come over here and I'm going to load G-code. It's going to load the bow tie G-code again. Now I'm going to hit start, but I'm going to reach down here and have my hand on the stop switch. And I'm going to hit start now. You see it took off this way? That's what happens. This thing goes in and it crashes the bit straight into the part. Even though I had X, Y, and Z, now I'm going to take you off the tripod and I'm going to show you that says 000, okay, and that's where I hit the E-stop. For the longest time I could never figure out what's going on. When I stop the machine in the down position, it thinks that it's in the up position. So regardless of what my X, Y, and Z says, when I hit the button, it's going to a certain set amount for the tool change. So now what I'll do is let's crank this thing up by hand without restarting. Well, actually we'll restart Mach 3, I'll show you. There's a micro switch back in that corner, and I want you to hear it click. Hear it? Alright, I just clicked it and dropped it down. Let me put you back in the tripod. So now, let's say I centered my position. I raised the spindle all the way up until it hits the limit switch and drop it right down. So now let's restart Mach 3. I'll close the G-code, exit, in session yes. Alright, so now I'm going to restart it. Okay, let me activate my steppers. Reset the E-stop. Load G-code. Load the bow tie. So now, the bow tie is loaded into memory. The spindle is all the way up. So I'm going to run it down to where it would normally be, right over the workpiece. I'm going to zero the Z, and now I'm going to hit start. See it go up? Alright, I hit feed hold, so that's why it's not going. That's the biggest difference. When I started crashing the machine, I started parking the machine down here when I shut it off. Now if you'll bring this all the way up and start the machine, then it's a different story. You won't crash it. So if I hit the start again, so we're going to let it do its engraving. This engraving is a Chevrolet bow tie with like 57 Chevy written in the middle of it. There we go. So now I've learned basically the best thing to do is to run the spindles all the way up to the position that I started the machine at. So for anyone who hadn't dug into the G28 and code editing and everything, just basically run your spindle all the way up, put it in the position that you want it to be in, shut the machine down. When you come out the next day, fire the machine up, run the spindle down, zero your Z, and you'll be good to go. So anyway, I just want to do that quick video to show you that I spent about $75 in these bits before I realized it was my own foolish mistake that was crashing my machine. Leave me a comment below, any suggestions or comments or criticism, and I'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching.